Değerli sport izleyenleri, 3 saniyeye hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Her hafta olduğu gibi basketbola dair en özel isimler ve en güncel konularla bu haftada sizlerleyiz. Bu haftaki konuğumuz Tofaş Bursa'da forma giyen Meksikalı oyuncu Pako Cruz. Hola Paco.
Hola.
¿Qué tal?
Muy bien, ¿y tú? ¿Qué tal?
Gracias, muy bien. Hablamos en inglés. We're going to speak in English.
Perfecto.
Okay. And officially
Okay.
welcome. How is it going?
Thank you.
Bursa?
Good. Everything is going good so far. You know, great organization here so far. So I'm pretty happy to be here.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you know, we see you're playing amazing. But before we start, I wanna come with this with your full name. Your full name is I wanna pronounce it like I'm not gonna pronounce it perfectly, but your full name is Francisco Pako Javier Cruz Saldívar, right?
It's actually just Francisco Javier Cruz Saldívar. Paco is like nothing, like it has nothing to do, you know, with my name.
Okay.
It's just like in Mexico, if your name is Francisco, people usually call you either Pancho, Paco, or Cisco, you know. So it's just something that my family came up with, and everybody in the basketball world know me for that now.
Yeah. You're Paco. You're not Francisco. Like you're Paco.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. And I want to speak about Mexico. I want to speak about your culture during the show. But let's start with my comment, with my, most famous question. How did you start your basketball career, and why did you choose basketball in your life?
I think I was around basketball my whole life. My dad played, my family played. My dad or anybody else, they never play at a high level, but they always play like competitive, you know. So I was always around basketball, and I always liked it. And when I was growing up, kind of like in middle school, something like that, I started growing a little taller than everybody else. So it started basketball to be good to me, you know. So that's why I kind of like stay with it. And that's how we started from there. I started liking it more and more.
And you say your father, right? Was he a professional basketball player?
He actually played for our local team in Mexico when they used to be professional for a little bit. Like I said, nothing on a high like European level or in the big Mexican league or nothing like that. But he always loved it, you know, and he always took me to his games and all that. So that's why I kind of like love it too.
Yeah, exactly. And how do they see, I mean, people from Mexican people see basketball? Because we know Gustavo Ayon, we know you as Turkish people and other NBA players, former NBA players as well. But how people see basketball in Mexico? Baloncesto.
You know, it's a lot. Baloncesto. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of love for basketball there, especially where I'm from. I'm from the north part of Mexico. So usually there is a lot of basketball or baseball, you know, and even more than soccer sometimes. So in Mexico in all general too, even in the South, they like it too. You know, it's just that we don't have that many players that have been playing, like I said, in the NBA, like you said in the NBA, but a lot of people love it. And it's like I said, where I'm from, I'm really close to the border, to the States. So that's why probably they like it too.
Yeah, you're very close to state because you also, I saw my notes, you went from Mexico to Denver for high school, right?
Yeah. When I was 16, I moved from Mexico to Denver, Colorado, and I played 2 years in high school there in Denver. And that's how kind of like my journey started there, you know, like when I started taking basketball more seriously.
But did you take a scholarship, or did your family move out to the States? How did it happen?
None of that. I went to, it's a funny, like crazy thing that happened is I went to this basketball camp in Brazil, and I met a guy that knew the basketball coach in Denver, Colorado. And he just kind of asked me if I wanted to go and live there and play basketball there. And I said, okay. So I left. That's how I went there. And that's how it started. You know, it was kind of like a crazy thing. I went by myself. My parents my whole family stayed in Mexico. I didn't know English at the time, so it was a pretty crazy thing.
So you were hanging out with Latinos, and then you were just trying to improve your English. How did you? So you studied in an American high school, though.
Yeah, I did. And when I was there, actually, it was more Mexican kids that were also in the same high school playing basketball too. Actually, you know, probably Jorge Gutierrez, former basketball player, NBA basketball player. Yeah. We used to live together, and that's how, like, you know, we played there 1 year together in the same high school, and then he went to California, and then he made it to the NBA, you know. So that's how we just hang out with each other and just going to school.
Wow. And then NCAA journey started for you after the high school. The first division, right? How was it?
Yeah, I actually went to a junior college first before I went to University of Wyoming, but it was great. Like, I mean, it was a great experience. College, you know, it's a great experience. I always tell younger players to, like, if you get a chance to live that life, you know, the college life, being a student athlete is really nice. So I really enjoyed. It was a high level conference at that time. So it was really good competitive conference.
On 2012, you started your professional basketball career. There was an undrafted path where you stayed at, not stayed, but you went back to Mexico and played in the professional league, right?
Yes, exactly. That's why as soon as I was done with college, I went to play in the LNBP, it's called, the Mexican National League, and I played there for 3 years. So then after that, I went to Argentina, then Latvia, then Spain, then Lithuania, and now Turkey. So it's been a long ride for me.
It's been a long ride for you in Argentina. You played there as well, but afterwards you came overseas across. We call it like across the globe, the ocean. You came and played in Riga, right? Your first destination was Riga.
Yes, Beth Riga, it was a great city. You know, it was a great country. They also love basketball a lot there. Great organization. So I had a good time there. I really enjoyed it. It was for me the first time really coming into Europe. You know, other than Spain, that we came to play in the World Cup in that time, 2014. But other than that, I haven't seen anything like that in my life. You know, so it was really, really nice to go to a city like that and enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. And as a Mexican player, what surprised you the most? What you saw in Europe in your career?
Well, I think the game is like very detailed. It has a lot of details, you know, and coaches over here, they really pay attention to all those details. And you definitely got to be a smart player to be able to play at this level, I think. And that's what really surprised me the most, because when back home, when I was in the States and when I play in Mexico, everybody just playing most of the time because they're talented, you know. So when I got here and I start like understanding more the game and the coaches, I really enjoy that part of the game.
Yeah, and how was the Mexican league? Like, if you give some details about the Mexican basketball league, what's the main difference? I don't want to do the comparison, but what is the main difference besides the being more detailed, the basketball here?
Yeah, I think teams over here are more. They have more players. Like, for example, in Mexico, it's a good league too with good teams. I think four teams. I'm sure they can compete over here in Europe too. But it's only like 6-7 players that play. You know, and there is not much rotation and all that. So I think the biggest difference here, when you come to a good team, there is 10, 12 players that can play, or even more players. You see Fenerbahce, all these teams, they got more players, and everybody is as good as the first one, you know? So I think that's the biggest difference.
Yeah, exactly. And then why did you choose Europe?
Because of the challenge, it's very challenging to come over here and play at this level, at a high level, and especially like you said, Europe. For me, I in that time, I think it was like it fit with my type of game that I had in that time. So I think that I was like, okay, let's see if I can do it there too. I wanted to prove myself, and I wanted to also for sure like travel and get to know other countries. So I was very excited for that.
For sure. And then you traveled a lot, as we've seen in your career. And you came to Afyon last season. We watched you be playing in Afyon. Why Afyon?
Well, it was, I think, a good opportunity for me at the time, coming to a really good league. Turkish league has been one of the best ones ever. So, like, I was really excited to come here. I knew we had a good team last year. The players that we signed, I think they were really good players as well. So it was a challenge, with this COVID that hit everybody. It was a crazy thing, but Afyon was a very small city, great people. Everybody treats you like perfect there, I really enjoyed that. But basketball turned out to be really good for us. So I'm really glad I made that decision at that time.
Yeah, and then we were, as audience, I say we were watching Afyon, and then Afyon was making surprises to all of us. You guys won against Efes. That game was amazing. You guys were doing incredible things on the court. So what was the secret of the, unexpected success of Afyon last season?
I think we had a really good connection between all of us as players, but also with our coach. I think we follow the orders that he said. We follow what he wanted, and us as a players, we didn't have like selfish people or people that didn't want to play for each other. So I think that we're really connected like that. And I always say that it's very important to have people like this in a team, and I think that's the way to succeed.
And then do you see the same thing in Tofaş this season with your teammates?
100%. I think we have also people that are not selfish, I think we all have good guys, good people that want to play, want to win, and want to make something better for their careers, So I definitely think that it's been a lot of up and downs for us in this year, different coach and all that, the first part of the season. But we have a great group of guys, so I still think that we haven't played 100% yet, so which is good. And I think we will click and make that and play 100% like that soon.
I'm going to speak about Tofaş Bursa in a bit, but I want to ask you this. So you played, as you said, you've been different places, cities, countries in your career, many different mosaics as players like American player, Turkish player, Mexican player, Serbian player. As a basketball player's point of view, what does it give to you to experience from your teammates with the different cultures?
Yeah, I think I learned a lot so far. I think I learned a lot from a lot of coaches. I had a lot of coaches in my career, even when I was in college, 4 years of college, I had 4 different coaches, so it's been crazy for me. So I learned a lot from the coaches. Everybody has different opinions, different styles, and it's the same with players. You may relations with some players more than others, but at the end of the day, you understand that everybody's here to win, and if you make that happen with a team, if everybody understands that, I think that's the way to succeed as a team. So I think that's what I learned throughout the years and throughout all the teams that I played for.
Yeah, exactly. And now Tofaş Bursa. How did you sign? How did you end up being in Tofaş Bursa after Afyon? How did the transfer process go?
Yeah, well, I found out right away that they wanted me to come here, and everything I heard about Tofaş was good. Nobody ever told me something bad about Tofaş, and now that I'm here, it's true. It's a great organization, great group of people that work here, and I was just excited to come and play Champions League, play Turkish League again, and then see what happens from here, you know. So I was very excited to come to a good team like this.
And then you played also in Euro Cup. You played in Europe, and now you're playing the Champions League. What is the main difference between those two leagues, Euro Cup and Champions League, FIBA and Euro League, actually, as an organization?
Yeah, well, like I said, I think that the deepest the team is, I think that's the biggest difference. Like I said, if you have 12 players that I can compete at any day at the same level, I think that makes the difference, you know. And that's the same with Champions League, Euro Cup, and Euro League. To me, that's the biggest difference. But other than that, I think like for sure we compete against EuroLeague teams, Euro Cup teams. You know, we beat Euro Cup teams this season. So I think other than that, it's just how competitive you are and how bad you want to win.
Yes, exactly. And then now because it's on internet. 2021 Turkish Basketball League's top scoring player is you. How do you see that? What is the secret of Pako Cruz?
Yeah, like I said, last year the team really helped me do that. A coach too, you know, or my teammate. My point guard was the leader in assists last year in Turkish league, you know, so he kind of looked for me a lot. He trusted me a lot. And I'm just happy that happened. You know, I think it's a very, very big accomplishment for any player to lead the league in scoring, especially when you have so many foreigners here or Turkish players that are really good. Also, I was very happy to be able to do that last year.
And then hopefully this year on 2022, we're going to see the same thing from Tofaş, from you, and because you have a really nice fan base in Bursa and also in Turkey, I mean. But Bursa fans, how do you see them? They're so passionate, right?
Yes, they always been good to me since I got here. You know, you see people at the restaurants or everybody's saying hi or like saying like, oh, like thanks for playing or whatever, you know, but it makes you happy and it makes you feel comfortable in the city, you know. So like I said, everything you hear about Bursa Tofaş is nice. It's very nice. So I'm really happy to be here and I'm happy that I can just keep staying here and keep working on this team, you know.
And I'm going to ask you about your goals, but before that, you're Mexican. You know, Mexican food is personally my favorite food, and you have a great cuisine. You have a great culture of food. You have a great culture overall, but your food, cultural, you know, things are amazing. And people in Turkey, we love nachos, we love tacos, we love, you know, spicy food. As you experience, you know, Turkish food is spicy as well. Have you found a Mexican restaurant in Turkey, a good one?
They told me about a couple, but they're in Istanbul, you know, so I haven't got the chance to go there to eat there. So, but I'm excited to try it. I want to try it. I want to see how different it is, you know, or if it's the same, you know, I'll be really happy.
No, and you and your wife, do you cook Mexican food in your home in Bursa?
Oh yeah, for sure. Sometimes from now and then, yeah, we do. And the things that we can get here, you know, but if we have friends visiting us from Mexico, we always tell them to bring stuff, you know, so we always miss that from our country. I think, like you said, Mexican food is really good, you know, everywhere in the world there's Mexican food. But yeah, that's one thing that I miss the most for sure.
Yes. And then do you like Turkish food, since we're talking about food?
Yes. Here in Bursa, they have a lot of places that got good food. You know, I was like really surprised about that too. But yeah, I like it. To me, I enjoy to try new things all the time. You know, like I said, being in different countries, I always like to try new things and see what's going on. You know, but yeah, no, I don't think anything can beat Mexican food.
but can I tell you something? Because we are, as SSport, we are the Euro Cup broadcaster in Turkey. So we travel for Bursa, Fruity Extra Bursa Sports Games to Bursa. And I go to Iskender place. There's a very big famous one, Iskender place.
Yeah.
And I eat Iskender, and I asked the new players, the foreign players are coming to eat Iskender, and then he said no, they don't. So as a warning from the restaurant side, from Bursa's very, very good restaurant place, owner said you don't go. So I'm saying you should go and eat there Iskender.
I had it many times already. I promise you, my teammates, they told me where to go and where to get it. So I had it before, 100%.
Exactly. Good.
And it's really good.
It's really good. It's really, really good. And your goals, your goals in Tofaş, I want to ask you first. What do you want to reach this year with Tofaş?
Well, definitely, I think that in this second half of the season, we can win more games than we did the first half of the season. So I think that's very my first goal. And then, of course, make it to the top 8 in Champions League or Final Four or final. That's definitely the club's goal too. And for me, just personally keep doing what I'm doing and helping the team to win. And staying healthy and hopefully the whole team stay healthy. And I think we can accomplish good things at the end of the season.
And then you have a new transfer, Tyler Ennis. How did you practice with him yet?
Yes, we had. He's a really good player, really good guy, and definitely I think he will definitely help us a lot. He's been around too. He's playing at a high level, and he's a really good player. So I think we're very excited to have him, and hopefully he can click with us, like I said, and start playing and get some more wins.
Exactly. And now you're playing for Tofaş, but for the future, do you have any other specific goals? Like maybe you want to play for EuroLeague, maybe you want to play for, I don't know, maybe for China, maybe for NBA. I mean, anything specific.
Well, I always wanted a chance to play for EuroLeague, because I always, like I said, I want to take that challenge and see if I can do it or not. I wish I can get that chance in the future. If I don't, then I won't regret it anyways, because we play against EuroLeague teams, and I felt like I play good enough, I guess. So we'll see what happens, But definitely, if I want to get a chance to do something, they will be playing EuroLeague.
Yeah, you're playing really good, so I'm sure there will be a chance. And Tofaş is doing great. So you're personally doing great, individually doing great, and Pako. It's the end of the show. Do you have any message to your fans, to the Turkish basketball fans, Tofaş Bursa fans?
Just that I appreciate the love, for everybody that support Tofaş, that support the Turkish Basketball League. Thank you for everything, And like I said, for the people that was with me since I was in Avignon and keep cheering for me and all that. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I can keep doing good things for them and for the basketball fans.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for being with us, joining to our show, and good luck in Tofaş, in Bursa, and hope to see you on the court when we come to
Thank you.
We'll do another interview.
For sure. Thank you. Thanks for your time too, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Değerli Sport izleyenleri, haftaya tekrardan yeni bir 3 saniyede görüşmek dileğiyle. Hoşça kalın.